The Last Spell is a tough but rewarding tactical RPG that shines with its mix of strategy and survival. Each night throws waves of monsters at your squad, forcing careful planning, resource management, and smart use of abilities. The combat feels satisfying and every decision matters, from upgrading defenses to choosing which gear to equip. It can be punishing, but that makes each victory more rewarding. The pixel art style looks sharp, and the music adds great intensity to the battles. It is a game that pulls you in and keeps you hooked. Brown Trick forms with a calm menace, placing a lone heroine inside a shifting nightmare palace ruled by secrets. She moves through tiled chambers where every step matters, reading enemy patterns and choosing moments with care. Combat feels measured and thoughtful, rewarding patience and smart positioning over speed. Beneath the surface, layered upgrades, relic synergies, and branching routes keep runs fresh and personal. The hand-drawn art and moody score quietly deepen the immersion. It stands as a composed, rewarding journey worth returning to often. The Entropy Centre is a puzzle adventure game that defies time, allowing players to control items in reverse and conquer challenges. Players must solve puzzles to reach the center of a massive space station circling Earth, where humanity's final chance rests. As the Earth approaches an extinction-level disaster, players are left alone as the only survivors. The fate of the Entropy Centre is hidden inside its depths, and players must discover the truth about its impending collapse and the end of the world. Roguebook is a deck-building adventure that rewards careful planning and bold decisions. Each run feels fresh thanks to the way the world unfolds, inviting exploration and smart choices about how to build your team. The combat has just enough complexity to stay engaging without feeling overwhelming, and the variety of cards and strategies keeps you coming back for another try. It strikes a nice balance between challenge and accessibility, offering plenty of room for creativity while keeping the action moving at a satisfying pace.
On a new kind of adventure.
Yoku's Island Express is a vibrant, breezy adventure that turns classic pinball mechanics into something refreshingly fun. The world feels alive with lush environments, clever puzzles, and a joyful sense of movement. The mix of platforming and pinball is handled with care, making exploration light and satisfying. Characters are expressive, and the hand-painted art makes each area worth lingering in. Music adds a warm tone that complements the game's easygoing pace. It's hard not to smile while rolling through this tropical journey. Hammerwatch II is an engaging hack-and-slash game that keeps players hooked with fast-paced combat and strategic challenges. The dungeons are intricate, encouraging teamwork and clever thinking, while a wide range of character classes allows for varied playstyles. Each run feels rewarding, with loot and upgrades that genuinely impact gameplay. The pixel art is vibrant and clear, giving each area a unique identity. Combat is satisfying, making every encounter fun and worth tackling. Exploration and progression feel consistently rewarding throughout. Batora Lost Haven is a choice-driven RPG experience with a distinct duality system that influences battle, plot, conversation, puzzles, and endings. Players must travel diverse alien planets and uncover a cosmos with hazy morality and razor-thin distinctions between right and bad. After losing her family, Avril must travel across the globe to learn ancient truths and make life-changing decisions. The game has a multi-layered battle system that requires players to use the twin powers of the sun and moon and select their route with several endings. You must produce, gather, and manage resources to maintain your colonies and distribute commodities amongst hexagonal regions and planets in this game. In addition, you must investigate old technology, manage resources, and safeguard the peeps from ancestral guardians. The peeps have spent generations underground, deprived of the pleasures of sunlight, dirt, and insects. They must rebuild their civilization by providing shelter, discovering old technologies, and spreading their culture to other continents and planets. Greek Memories of Azur is a beautiful hand-drawn adventure that feels both heartfelt and challenging. You control 3 siblings, each with unique abilities, and switching between them keeps the gameplay fresh and rewarding. The platforming feels smooth, and the puzzle design makes great use of teamwork. The art and music are stunning, creating a warm, melancholic atmosphere that pulls you in. It's not a long game, but every moment feels carefully crafted. It's a relaxing yet rewarding experience that stays enjoyable from beginning to end. Death Squared sets a tone of quiet tension, turning clean rooms into clever trials of trust and timing. Set inside a testing facility, players guide distinct cubes through shared puzzles that reward patience and coordination. Each stage flows with steady pressure, inviting smart moves over rushed ones. Beneath the simple look lies thoughtful progression, optional routes, and room to master solutions in new ways. Soft lighting and subtle audio keep attention steady. The journey feels complete, measured, and very satisfying. It rewards patience and planning. Sheltered is an immersive game that mixes content from Surrounded and Stasis with the main game. After a worldwide catastrophe, 4 family members seek sanctuary in an abandoned subterranean bunker. The survival of the family is dependent on your capacity to overcome obstacles such as claustrophobia, radiation, and mental tiredness. You must defend the shelter and send the family out into the dangerous wilderness to scrounge for materials. You'll come across abandoned villages, warring groups, and nasty monsters along the path of travel. Your moral decisions will have a significant influence on the family's fate and your perseverance. Raging Justice is an exhilarating beat-em-up experience that keeps players hooked from start to finish. Its fast-paced combat feels satisfying, with each combo and attack landing with impact. The visuals are crisp and colorful, perfectly complementing the chaotic, over-the-top action. Levels are varied and filled with clever enemy designs that challenge reflexes without feeling unfair. Sound design and music enhance the intensity, making every fight feel dynamic. Overall, it's a thrilling, well-crafted game that provides hours of fun and replayability. Bravery and Greed is a fun and fast-paced co-op brawler that mixes dungeon crawling with a loot-driven combat system. Each class feels unique, and the gameplay loop stays rewarding as you unlock new abilities and chase better gear. It's easy to jump in for quick sessions or lose hours with friends clearing challenging dungeons. The pixel art and animations look great in handheld or docked mode, and the controls feel tight and responsive. If you enjoy action games with a bit of chaos and teamwork, Bravery and Greed is a great pick on Switch. Planet Alpha pulls players into a surreal sci-fi world filled with bold colors, strange wildlife, and awe-inspiring landscapes. Platforming and puzzle-solving feel engaging, with each area pushing curiosity forward through inventive set pieces and smart environmental interactions. The dynamic day and night cycle adds tension and spectacle, turning simple paths into dramatic encounters. Planet Alpha rewards exploration, inspires wonder, and leaves a lasting sense of cosmic adventure long after the journey concludes.
Came for your salvation.
The Blind Prophet sets a moody tone right away, using sharp comic-style visuals and a striking color palette to build a dark, atmospheric world. Dialogue is sharp, with each conversation adding weight to the unfolding mystery. The puzzles are clever without being frustrating, and the pacing keeps things interesting without dragging. Sound design adds depth, enhancing the eerie environments. It's a well-constructed point-and-click adventure that keeps its edge through clever writing, bold art, and a story that keeps pressing forward with purpose.
Me too. I haven't really
The
been...
Forest Quartet is a 3D puzzle game about the disappearance of a lead vocalist. Players capture the spirit of the vocalist and embark on a journey through 3 acts, one for each member of the band. The ultimate aim is for the band to reconvene for a final goodbye concert. Players must solve complex riddles, face corruption, and confront their emotions. The spirit's capacity to interact with objects, produce light, and turn into butterflies is one of the game's distinguishing aspects. Gunborg Dark Matters is a stylish arcade-style action platformer with an addictive loop built on responsive controls and precise movement. The combination of twin-stick shooting and acrobatic combat keeps every encounter engaging, while the retro-inspired visuals and synthwave soundtrack create an energetic atmosphere. Difficulty is fair but rewarding, making each completed level feel like an achievement. For anyone seeking a challenging yet satisfying action game with plenty of replay appeal, this is an excellent choice worth diving into.
By the storms, the evil, and more.
The Serpent Rogue is surprisingly deep and engaging. You take on the role of an alchemist exploring a dark, evolving world, crafting potions, and experimenting with herbs. The gameplay balances strategy and discovery, keeping you invested without feeling overwhelming. The hand-drawn art style is charming and adds a lot of personality, while the soundtrack perfectly sets the mood. Controls are smooth, and the progression feels satisfying. It's a game that rewards curiosity and careful planning, making each session feel meaningful.
Or the balance. Don't let evil grow.
Swords and Bones 2 is a continuation of the action-adventure RPG series, featuring 50 levels filled with peril and treasure. Players engage in combat by parrying enemies, unleashing magical assaults, or vanquishing foes with their blade. Gold accumulates can be used to acquire new gear and abilities. Players can prepare for battle by tailoring their arsenal before each level. Key features include a 16-bit visual style, innovative parry mechanics, 4 new spells to master, classic platforming gameplay, a straightforward narrative, and 2 endings to uncover. Hob the Definitive Edition impresses with its wordless storytelling and atmospheric world. The environmental puzzles are clever, the combat feels responsive, and the shifting landscapes reward exploration with satisfying progression. The art direction, paired with a subtle soundtrack, creates an immersive sense of wonder. Every area feels carefully crafted, encouraging curiosity at every turn. For fans of action-adventure games with a focus on discovery and world building, this is a journey well worth taking. Narita Boy glows with retro-futuristic style, soaked in neon pixels and synth-heavy nostalgia. The 80-second-inspired aesthetic is more than skin-deep, supported by satisfying swordplay and a synthwave soundtrack that pulses with mood. Every area feels handcrafted, soaked in digital mysticism and strange techno lore. The narrative feels mythical yet personal, paired with atmospheric design that keeps curiosity high. Combat remains engaging, while the world's visual identity and soundtrack make the journey feel like a digital dreamscape.
He was a serial killer back in the 50s. Went around in a...
Killer Frequency delivers a wildly entertaining blend of retro horror and radio drama, wrapped in clever humor and genuine suspense. The voice acting is top-notch, pulling players deep into the eerie world of 1980s Gallows Creek. Every caller, every choice, there's real tension in the airwaves. Puzzle solving feels smart and satisfying, never slowing the momentum. Visually, it nails the neon noir aesthetic with style to spare. It's a unique thrill ride, balancing laughs and chills in perfect harmony.
Out of time, just do something. Where do I go? Oh no, Dad!